And welcome back. Now, with all that's been going on in Pakistan and around the world, you may not have noticed that we, as a species, are now standing at the threshold of a new age in warfare.
Unmanned aerial vehicles, or drones if you prefer, started off as purely surveillance aircraft, sort of like hot air balloons in the US Civil War, and exactly like the very first aircraft used in a combat theater.
Then, post 9/11, the CIA got a bright idea. Why don't we put some missiles on these things and see what happens? Thus was born the Predator and its latest update, the even more ominous sounding MQ-9 Reaper.
And the US military just loves how effective they are. Drones are being touted as the answer to the asymmetrical warfare the US faces in Iraq and Afghanistan. And the more optimistic claim that the drones have eliminated the advantage that lightly armed mobile militants have. The thought of silent death from the skies is also having a psychological impact on militants, according to experts.
And there's an impact on the military's checkbook as well. The average Predator costs about 10% of what a fighter plane does. And also, there's no pilot who can risk getting shot down and captured, thus allowing the US to project power without projecting vulnerability.
The demand for drones now far outstrips supply, with the US Air Force even planning for an all-drone future, leaving some wondering if the Top Gun hotshot fighter pilot will now be replaced by the joystick-wielding 9-to-5er. If you think that sounds far-fetched, bear in mind that experts say that judging the future drones by today's models is like judging the F-16 by the Wright brothers' first attempt at flight.
So what will the killer robots coming soon to a sky near you look like? Well, you're about to find out that the future is going to be a scary place.
Meet the Excalibur. Currently in testing stage, this drone is half the size of the Predator, carries twice as many missiles, and will travel at 460 miles an hour. And it doesn't need a runway. Able to carry a man, it can also be used for medical evacuation or inserting special operations teams.
The race is on between defense contractors to build the drone of the future. And some, like Northrop Grumman, makers of the B-2 stealth bomber, are already at the finish line.
The X-47B stealth drone is designed to fly at altitudes of up to 40,000 feet at high subsonic speeds. It is also designed for long-range, high-endurance missions, performing several tasks including intelligence gathering, surveillance, reconnaissance, targeting, close air support, communications relay, ballistic missile detection, and precision strikes. It can take off from aircraft carriers and is capable of mid-air refueling.
But the scariest drones currently on the drawing board aren't likely to come at you from the skies. They're more likely to crawl in under your door. And I'll be showing you those right after this break.